Hey guys, just doing another quick unboxing video. This time we're going to be looking at the TerraAmps DS1200X4 or 1200 by 4, however you like to say that. It's a 4-channel amp by TerraAmps, so this is going to be tailored towards your mids and highs. Not saying that you couldn't put it on subs, but probably not the best thing. But anyway, this one comes in a red box, which a lot of the lower wattage amps seem to do from TerraAmps. I know I have the smaller 440, and it came in a red box as well. I'll do an unboxing on it here shortly, and you guys can see that as well. But it doesn't come in the typical brown box with a little flip opening on it. Not really sure why, but anyway. Now this one I have already opened because I had to get some measurements for an input adapter. And two, I went ahead and left it out of the box this time because I am doing this one-handed, and it gets kind of tricky if you're trying to hold the camera and pull it out of this box, because it's in there kind of tight when you get it. But anyway, moving forward, so the DS1200 by 4. On this side of the box is going to be your serial number. And if you're buying it new or supposedly new, you definitely want to match that to the amp itself, just to make sure that everything is legit. And you know, if not, it may raise a red flag to you. So just keep that in mind. And normally they do come sealed right here. Of course, mine is broken because it's on the table. So we have that out of the box. So we're going to put the box to the side. It does come with a terms of warranty slip from TerraAmps, which is interesting, and because they include this but not a product manual. But you can download the product manual on the website for any of the amps. You can download it as a PDF form or use it as a reference. You know, I do that a lot. So moving forward, it does have the plastic across the center plate just as a protection. I usually wait and take this off when it's actually installed, just to make sure nothing bumps it and scratches it or anything like that. So the only LED on the DS1200 by 4 is going to be the on LED. And this one doesn't come with a clip light or anything like that. But it is kind of a small footprint, maybe 1.5 times the size of my hand spread out. So it is a small footprint, which is pretty much standard with all TerraAmps, you know, versus their power. You know, now you do get into some big ones when you get into the 12 and 15Ks and, you know, on up. They do get, you know, pretty surfboardish, but that can only be expected, you know, with all the power that you're getting out of it. So flipping it over, you're going to have your seal. Of course, you want to make sure that's intact. And you can see your serial number and all that good stuff that you can cross-reference to the box here, you know. All right, so flipping back over, we'll start with this side since it had the input and I need to remove that. So over here we're going to have our speaker outs. Those are all standard Phillips head screws. Over here you're going to have your power input, your positive, your negative, and your remote in the center. Now these are your Allen head set screws, and the inputs are 4 gauge, and I went with an adapter that bumps it up to a 1 aught. Which any amp can benefit from either going with a larger input, or going to, if you already have a larger input standard, bumping it up to a 2 input or dual input. You know, some amps I've seen, you know, quad inputs and things like that. So whatever you can do to supply more power to your amp, you're gonna get the most out of the amp. There's plenty of YouTube videos that show dynos and stuff that have been done before and after a larger input is installed or a dual input is installed, and it's always beneficial. So definitely a good investment, and they usually don't cost much, you know. So definitely a good investment there. So now that we have those out of that side, I can stand it up on this side. And on this side, you have your RCA ends, and it is separated. So you can do like front and rear, or you can do left and right, which is what I'm doing, left and right. I'm actually putting this on some tweeters. So, so I'll do a left and right. Here you have your crossovers, which you can set at low, or I'm sorry, over here is high, low, or you can do it full range. Which, if you're going to run it full range, I would definitely recommend a DSP, which I recommend a DSP with all Tera amps anyway, just to get the best sound that you can out of these things. And here is our level controls, which is your gain. And with the crossovers, you know, you can do both set it low, or one set it high and one set it low, or however you want to do it with the little flip switch there. Now you may notice this amp here doesn't have any cooling fans, you know, which with this, it shouldn't get that terribly hot anyway. You know, because there's not a lot of current draw, you know, typically on some highs or your mids. So just giving a kind of a 360 look at this thing. Not a lot to the amp. I mean, there's not a lot of details to go into. So far as specs, I'm not going to waste my time or yours. You can definitely look at those online. But I just want to give you a quick look at the amp itself and what to expect. Also, what's included with the box. No stickers with this, at least not in the two that I received. I have this one and another one, but I didn't get her a sticker, which is fine because I got like a dozen or so. And it comes with this in the box as well. That's the only things you're going to get in the box. Very simple, you know, pretty straightforward there. But if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to hit me up. You know, definitely reach out. I'll try my best that I can to try to answer those for you. Or if you need any specs, definitely feel free to ask. This is stable to 2 ohm. Which it puts out as rated power at 2 ohm, based on 12.6 volts, which is cool, versus, you know, 14.4. So that's cool. So it does the rated at 2 ohm. At 4 ohm, I think it does like 192 or something like that watts per channel at 4 ohm. But at 2 ohm, you're going to get the 300 on each channel. So there's a little bit of specs, but everything else, you know, check it out online. But that's all that I'm going over for now on this one. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.